mess was made, I spilled the paint all over your pavement. Can't tell me when the last bill was sent or where it went. It made them scream, it made them leave me alone. I stretched my neck out, looking for answers. I dodged a bullet, 'cause I'm a dancer. I asked to see him, whoever he...
Hello and good morning. Welcome back to my channel. Krysten Jansen here, checking in with you all. Just did a physique update for you guys. What are we? We're like 4 weeks into the mini cut and we're making some gains. Scale is officially down to 137.2, but I think the most exciting thing that I need to report to you all right now is that we are squatting again.
That's what I love about life.
I grew up on both sides of the train tracks. You can flip a coin, that's where I'm raised at. Lay my thoughts down, and then I play it back. I got the gift from God, and then I gave it back. If I don't have nothing, you can never take that. Derelicts taking aim at what they aiming at. The target on my back, these biddies on my lap. I'm hater proof, hustle all day where I'm at, that's a fact.
Nobody told me how, nobody told me why. I had to do it my own way. That's what I love about life. Nobody told me how, nobody told me why. I had to do it my own way. That's what I love about life.
We're visually squatting again. Is not anything super crazy. It's not anything super heavy, but hey, I will take it. So last week I did 4 sets of 6 at 75 pounds. I had to throw the big ass 10-pound plates on there just to make it look like it was much heavier than 75 pounds. Kind of a good mental little trick, I guess, when I want it to appear heavier than what it actually is. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really excited. Actually, last week when I was squatting, I actually posted this on my Instagram where I actually felt like that night when I was squatting was the first time in the last 10 months. Fuck, that's crazy. It's been 10 months of this shit. In the first time in 10 months that I feel like lifting heavy again was in my future. So it's been a good week. What am I taking for a pre-workout? I actually don't really take a legit pre-workout. What I have before my workout is not really caffeine typically, because I have like a cup of coffee in the morning, and I find right now, especially with my mini cut, that I am able to sustain my energy quite well on that. So I like to try to keep my caffeine tolerance in control because I am going to need it at a later point in time when my calories get super low. That's when I typically start ramping up the caffeine consumption. But I do have things before I work out. So I have BCAAs. I have 1 scoop of Scivation. Scivation I have found to be, where I live, I have found to be the only BCAAs on the market that is actually dosed properly with 5 grams of BCAAs. It actually has 7 grams. And then I will mix that with some creatine monohydrate by Allmax. So that's what I have for my pre-workout. I'll have some BCAAs with some creatine, 5 grams of creatine. That's it. Nothing fancy, nothing special. Gets the job done. Oh, and also I want to add why I have BCAAs, because I'm a vegetarian, and because I'm a vegetarian, I don't eat any meat, therefore I don't get any leucine in my diet, so that is why I will supplement with BCAAs. If you're not a vegetarian and you get a sufficient amount of protein, I wouldn't even bother wasting your money on BCAAs. Just saying. But if you are a vegetarian, hey, what's up? Team vegetarian. Make sure you have some BCAAs. 5 grams a day. Scivation, best brand on the market. Okay, workout time.
So this is what it's all about. A lot of truth and a lot of doubt. Never much for patience. Better off when I'm racing. Anyhow, can't let her get away. Young mother gotta keep her straight. Mama's needs are greater. Father needs me later. Anyhow, I know we're all miracles, one in a million, but it feels like my spirit wasn't waiting. I know we're all special, all made of stardust, but it feels like my soul forced its way here. I'm a child of love, 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 I'm a child of love. Didn't start it off right, future not looking bright. Shaky was an understatement. Oh, how they gonna make it? I don't know, it was just one night. She said it was just one night. Innocently playing, teenage dreams are fading. Here we go. I know we're all miracles, one in a million, but it feels like my spirit wasn't waiting. I know we're all special, all made of stardust, but it feels like my soul forced its way in. I'm a child of love, 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 I'm a child of love. I'll be here for it, but I'll never let you give up. I'll be here for it. I'll be here forever, I'll be here forever, I'll be here forever, I'll be here for. I know this life's been hard enough. I know. I'm a child of love, I'm a child of love, I'm a child of love, I'm a child of love. This is what it's all about, a lot of truth and a lot of doubt. Never much for patience, better off when I'm racing anyhow.
Just got back from the gym, crushed that workout. Let's get into the topic of the video. So when I first started my cut about 4 weeks ago now, I instantly jumped on the Stairmaster. I think just because I felt motivated, you know, I haven't been doing cardio at all. I've done a little bit of cardio, but nothing where I was getting my heart rate super high. I was just doing some cardio where I was walking on the treadmill, and that was more so for my back rehab because the walking is very good for spinal health, especially when you've injured your back. So I was doing a lot more walking than I normally do, but I haven't been doing like a lot of cardio where I was really getting my heart rate up. So I was given some cardio at the beginning of my cut from my coach, Kyle, and I just felt motivated and I jumped on the Stairmaster right away. I found probably within like the first 4 days, and it was only 10 minutes that I've been doing a day for 6 days a week. I found within the first 4 days that my inflammation and the swelling in my legs was extremely noticeable. My legs felt really sore, just fatigued, and like I said, the inflammation was actually pretty noticeable. And as soon as I realized that, I decided, you know what, like, I'm not gonna go on the Stairmaster. Yeah, you know what, it's nice to go on the Stairmaster because it does make you sweat a little bit more than any other type of cardio machine in the gym, so therefore you are spending more energy that way, but it just wasn't worth it for me to have my legs feeling so sore because I knew that it was going to start jeopardizing my strength. Your strength is still very important when you are in a caloric deficit. You still want to make sure that you are prioritizing your strength when you are in a caloric deficit. So maintaining your strength for as long as possible is just as important. And I knew that that was going to start being jeopardized if I continued on the Stairmaster, especially if the swellingness and the inflammation in my legs wasn't going to go away. So I decided that, you know what, I'm going to switch to the elliptical. It's not so high impact, and yeah, you know what, like, I'm not spending as many calories as I would on the Stairmaster, but like I said, it's just not worth it. And I found within the first 2 to 3 days of switching to the elliptical that the swelling in my legs went down completely and the scale dropped right away. Not saying that I lost fat, but because the inflammation went down in my legs, I definitely think that was one of the contributing factors as to why I saw the scale go down. So that's something else that I think not a lot of people pay attention to when they are gauging their scale weight fluctuations and trying to figure out why. It's not always fat regain or fat lost in my case. There's definitely something to pay attention to when it comes to muscle inflammation and the fact that that does play a role in scale weight fluctuations as well. So just pay attention to that for yourself. If you find that you were even new to the gym and you haven't even lifted weights before, you are definitely going to see some blood flow where you're going to see some inflammation, which may result in the scale going up, but not meaning that it's actual fat gain. So pay attention to that. And same thing with cardio too. Now, there are other girls out there who can jump on the Stairmaster and they maybe are on the Stairmaster all year round where their body has adapted to it and they don't experience inflammation like I do, where it wouldn't affect the scale for them. So everybody's different. So pay attention to that for yourself. That could definitely be a contributing factor as to why the scale may have fluctuated. And in my case, I think it went down just because of that, because I saw no more inflammation in my legs. Like, it was actually very noticeable. I couldn't get my pants comfortably past my quads like I normally can, and now I can. So, and the elliptical's way easier, so and it's much more enjoyable. All right, well, I thought that was interesting. I wanted to share it with you all. I hope that it kind of gives you something to think about wherever you are in your journey. All right, hopefully it was helpful, you guys. I'm gonna end the video there. I hope you guys liked it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I look forward to chatting with you all next week actually. I am doing a video on scale weight fluctuation, so stay tuned for that. It's gonna be a good one. Another video of Krysten using the whiteboard. I know you all liked that last week, so thank you for the feedback. All right, I'm done. I could ramble all day. Love you all so much. Talk to you soon. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.